Todd Howard has done it again. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered for only $50. I've seen a lot of people playing this on Game Pass, which is the correct thing to do, by the way. If you're gonna scam him all the way. Well, the forums have a lot of Reddit tier single joke spamming, so we're just gonna go ahead and read some of these. Maxar starts a new thread titled, "Anyone bothered by body type 1 and 2 needs to go touch grass. There is nothing wrong with body type 1 and 2. Who cares if it isn't male or female? It means nothing." TCT Goth 98 writes, "Why change it then?" Asterisk writes, "Someone made a mod to revert body type 1 and 2 to male and female." Well, let's go ahead and visit this link. And would you look at that? The mod you were looking for couldn't be found. Nexus Mods already took it down. Oh my god, get wrecked. Blaphomeat writes, "That listing for the mod is already removed because no one with a functioning brain wants to enable your behavior." Shouting Parrot writes, "Nah, there are only two genders, male and female. Everything else is pandering to a cult-like ideology. No amount of histrionics and touch grass is going to make me think otherwise." Shouting Parrot got a couple of awards. -40 writes, "I miss the days before everyone went completely insane." Speak for yourself, -40. The Amogus writes, "Give awards to me instead," and a couple people did. Go Supreme writes, "If male and female don't exist as concepts, how can the wage gap exist?" Kato writes, "OP needs a life and an education. Has no idea what this is all about, but attempts to give his 2 cents. Entitled attitude with no intelligence behind his comments." Well, I'm pretty sure he's just farming these stickers and it worked. So who's the real loser? Kato? Yeah, that's what I thought. Robot Joe writes, "It's funny how a small thing like body type is such a chud filter." A chud filter. Oh, that made me laugh. Cloak starts a new thread titled, "Well, that settles it. Today it's body 1 and 2. Next time there will be a 3. The hype for the next Elder Scroll game will be a historically massive disappointment. Crazy that they released this one without mods or some form of supporting them. Cash grab for sure." My Todd Howard trying to pull a cash grab on my modern audience? Grumpstar writes, "You are a Halo cost denier of at least 61 genders if happy at 3. Velen writes, "Third gender has been a thing throughout human history with concrete archaeological and anthropological evidence." Co-parter. Boom Boom writes, "Just close your eyes if some non-combative words offend you this much." We're jumping in the middle of an argument here. Melting Pot of Friendship writes, "If you say so, Destiny." Kind of like how history said that Yasuke was the bestest samurai king ever in the history of glorious Nippon, even though that was proven false. Yeah, I'm not reading that whole argument. Sorry, everybody. We're just gonna keep scrolling. Rubiki's 16K replies to Velen, "Get in the blocked pile and get help." Grumpstar writes, "It puts the hard evidence in the thread, or it gets called Destiny again." Squidfest writes, "Y'all really this mad about 2 lines of text? What a bunch of snowflakes. Need a safe space?" The Outlier starts a new thread titled, "Get this mega nonsense off of this board. You think we came here to deal with that? If you are doing this and you are trolling, no one is laughing." Well, someone is laughing. Velen, familiar name, writes, "Daddy Twump said he'd get rid of the alphabet people, but all he's doing is ruining America for good this time. Sad face." Oh, I want more of this guy. This is what I came here for. Neandola writes, "American politics are a joke, just like the country LeMayo." Abhoth writes, "Sex and gender are 2 different things though, which many people don't seem to grasp." Kevin replies to that, "Until that's inconvenient and or woman is legally defined as adult human female."
What is a woman?
Nightrom with the CSGOcases.com. Jesus. The guy's got a CSGOcases.com profile picture and he writes, "WTF is going on with these threads and the amount of bait accounts making posts on both sides of the political spectrum." Yeah, well, I wish I knew, Nightrom. Green One writes, I'll just state this and you can take it however you want. The whole world just changed. Things are getting dealt with. Doesn't matter if you're a part of it or not. It's been coming for a while. Good day. Kevin replies to that. Finally, the McRib is back. Sir Overkill replies to Abhoth. He writes, that sounds schizophrenic. Fox replies to that. No, sir. Modern science. Your kids could tell you about it. Hikari WS starts a new thread titled, Careful, Mod is banning around. I made a post on a thread and got error. I reloaded page and was sent to discussion. The thread was deleted. And it was a very fair thread. OP was asking what's going on. Be careful. There's a mod around removing threads and maybe banning users too. Honestly, what else is new? These Steam forums pre-Concord were the Wild West, but now people are paying attention to them. So now the Jannies, who do it for free, by the way, they gotta come in and sweep it up. So pour one out to all the real ones who have already been banned in this forum and all the ones that are gonna be banned in the very near future. Diedrix writes, Blue Hair Body Type 2 Reddit mods are coming. Balmora Pete writes, what counts as a troll? Let me guess, someone who doesn't agree with you? Such a crime. Also, calling people you don't even know trolls is dehumanizing. Good job. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hang on. Do we have a pinned rules thread? We don't. There's no rules. There's no pinned rules thread. How am I gonna know the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered Steam Forum Code of Conduct if there's no pinned thread? Dr. God with the Howl profile picture starts a new thread titled Rainbow Emoji. Petition to add body type 3. Gender emoji, rainbow flag. I'm gender super fluid with body type 3 and my pronouns are it/that. Only 2 body types? This game is super genderist. There are more LGHDTVQ plus body types than there are hairs on my gay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no. I just started reading it without actually reading it first. There are more LGHDTV plus body types than there are hairs on my gay. Yet they only add the 2 worst ones? Why is Bethesda so anti-woke and evil? This hurts my gay feelings so much that I think I'm gonna cry out of my hairy. Add body type 3 with it/that pronouns immediately, or the entire LGHDTVQ plus army will sue your anti-woke ass for gender discrimination. Razor writes, just no. Who are you? Sir Overkill writes, no. Go seek therapy and treat your delusion before it ruins your life any further. Patriot03 writes, I think the secret troll is that 1 and 2 is as binary as it gets. Someone was a genius, or the complete opposite. Matt P writes, that's nonsense. There's 96 genders and I feel excluded with only 3. You can't put a star into a square, so don't do it to me. Jacob writes, it's great that this post cannot be deciphered as true or troll. Ha ha ha. I mean, I think you can decipher whether it's true or troll, Jacob. I'm not trying to be rude here, but it is pretty obvious. Velen, familiar name, writes, non-binary characters play a huge role in TES lore. Well, again, there's 2 body types. It's literally binary. Bethesda is confirmed a bunch of bigots. Dr. God writes, it's true. Even Todd is non-binary. A Lilith twinning replying to some argument writes, nah, I'm gonna take your dad out dancing. Get more quality time with him than you had in your whole life. Rainbow Jeremy replies to that. My dad is gay, LeMayo, you're lost, nerd. Dr. God writes, I love how some people actually think this is a serious post. Joe Pro starts a new thread begging for money to buy the game. Terrapino Tubular starts a new thread titled Old and Young Sliders are ageism and inappropriate. Yikes. Folks, can we just stop with these ageist slurs? It's unbelievable that in this day and age, a game released with such retrogatory terms. These sliders should be patched into age type A and age type B immediately. Neandola first reply writes, waiter, more attention, please. Fireshark, who was banned, writes, agreed. I also don't like graphical settings terms like low and ultra. I'm not a low person just because I don't have a high-end rig. This is clearly classicism and makes fun of the poor. It should be graphical type A and graphical type B. Box writes, unfortunately, old people opinions get ignored. R. Lee Ermey, who was banned and had his post removed, writes, what if I identify as an Argonian, but I'm a Breton? Fireshark, who was banned, replies to that, then you're stunning and brave. Slay, queen. Neobrain starts a new thread titled, I am playing body type 3 and there is nothing you can do about it. And then he writes a whole bunch of stuff I'm not gonna read. First reply, Blood writes, okay. Gumbo writes, I'm even more unstoppable. I'm playing as a Panzerkampfwagen 6 Osfrung E. Big ups. Bad Behavior Defender, who was banned, writes, with Trump as president, it will soon be a reality. Razor writes, it's a fad in 2025. Sergeant Dragoon writes, congrats on your F- in biology class, assuming you even had to take a biology course. Dexel Dem writes, we live in a society, XD. IP in the shower writes, what's with all the schizophrenia boomer posts? IP in the shower, don't you know that's all these boards ever are? Those are the best ones. The more schizophrenic, the better. Bad Behavior Defender writes, I can't wait for the Starfield pronoun guy to make a video on this. Yeah, big ups, heel versus babyface. Fucking pronouns. Fucking gender ambiguity. Clark Veritas writes, lol, they are literally going to end up shutting down the forums. This is fun to watch. Pure bedlam. HP Hatecraft starts a new thread titled Type 1-2? What were they thinking? Skyblivion has a chance to fix this fumble. Neo Circa first reply writes, are you serious? Why are you so bothered by this? Must suck to be so angry all the time. Razor writes, don't care. Mr. Swoon writes, go outside, pet a cat, talk to a real human being, try being a little normal. It's nice. Go Supreme writes, why do characters refer to you as a man if you pick type 1? Either the game should acknowledge you as an ambiguous blob of no distinct traits or a man. If it's a man, I should be male and not type 1. Yeah, you're gonna be here a while with that, Go Supreme. I wish you luck on that crusade. Grimmy writes, they've had trans characters since Morrowind. Are you a fake fan? That's right, chuds. We've always been at war with East Asia. Davis Burb TM starts a new thread titled, game is woke, yet it's already #1 bestseller on Steam. Well, it looks like the anti-woke trolls have been foiled again, LeMayo. Seems as if their grift about this game failing has been proven verifiably wrong. Just like with Baldur's Gate, Assassin's Creed, and many other games with a cool seagull. Of course, they will try and cope and seethe about how this game was never woke, mere days after the game releases and sells well. But we all know what they truly believe. Here's proof. Global top seller list, and sure enough, Oblivion Remastered. Right there at the top, Todd Howard, you can't keep getting away with it. Edit. And it's just broken 140,000 players on a Tuesday. Stay mad, anti-wokes. Edit 2 already at 160k LeMayo. Keep on coping, anti-wokes. Your tears are delicious. Davis Sturb the OP first reply to his own thread. He writes, already plus 50k players LeMayo. These bigoted trolls must be absolutely in tears from this. Evil Bones 76 replies to the OP, you are a weirdo. Illudium writes, it's not so much to OP as it is to the alt-right grifters who look for any pretext to push their outrage bait. I don't want to name particular streamers or their cultists and give them attention, but you know the type.
You know him? Well, of course I know him. He's me.
Overlord Exxon writes, Palworld had more, lol. Liam, who was given a clown, writes, Ree! Two body types, Ree! I love their tears. Papa Shively replies to the OP with an ASCII art clown that's not the jester. It's a different clown. It's an original clown. Dr. Slitheen writes, go woke, go to the top of the sales charts. Atomics writes, go woke, lose the general election. Portal Shifter writes, go woke, be #1 bestseller. Yes, it's that simple. Palehead writes, no, Concord was woke. Dragon Age non-binary adventure was woke. This is gender snowflakes thinking they win as usual. They take an old game made by old cis white men and say, it's ours now, because of a gender slider. Okan Serbs writes, I am MAGA and make a mistake. I bought this game with a huge frowny face. Cavan H writes, wokies are grasping at straws, LeMayo. Concord flopped. Avowed flopped. AC Shadows made Ubisoft sell off their franchises to a China stakeholder, and now they think a 20-year-old game is woke because they changed to Type 1 and Type 2 in the gender slider, and they owned the evil gamers, LeMayo. Marathon is going to flop and destroy Bungie, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Hexenhammer asks, what is a woman?
I'm not seeking any type of definition. I'm just seeking a definition.
Meg 459 was given a ton of awards for a new thread titled Refunded. Remove the woke and well talk. Sick of a minority being forced on the majority. Fix it and I will pay for it. Fox writes, guess we'll never talk. Pidlora writes, you'll be sorely missed. Eri writes, goodbye. See you never. Anyway, Digital Love writes, give me the clowns instead, and he got 9 of them. He got more. Oh no, he got as many as the OP did, but still, he almost ratioed. He almost ratioed the OP with this reply. Where there it is. Crying the Third Eye writes, grow up. Why, this is pretty on the nose. It's just one line here, but man, he really struck a nerve. OP really struck a nerve with this one. There's a lot of people very upset, and there's 8 pages of very upset people in the comment. Glitch writes, get a job. It's still going. He hasn't posted since he posted the OP, and people are just going and going. Meg, big ups, dude. You sparked a lot of discussion, and then you left. Stranger starts a new thread titled body type isn't a big deal. Doesn't make or break the game. Velen, familiar name, writes, culture war is just a distraction while billionaires continue to make the everyday person's life worse. Hey, Velen, you gotta stop noticing things, bud. Captain Pansy with the Phoenix profile picture writes, so you just made a thread to talk about something that doesn't matter? Yes. Mort360 writes, it's the same hearts we've seen online for years now. There is always some snowflake moaning they're offended over absolutely nothing. They'll find another game or movie to cry about next week. Rainbow Jeremy writes, back in my day, we had 2 body types, fat or normal. Player 1 writes, clearly is a big deal. This is the 2 billionth post I've seen about it. Horton writes, it's weird. A guard still called me ma'am. Is my woke game broken? Lupus Volk starts a new thread titled, if you're upset about Type 1 and 2, then you're an NCP. Like seriously, you're not upset about it. You're upset because you've been told to be upset about it. This has been in gaming since the 90s and in the bastion of game you people call Japan since the 80s. Seriously, grow up. Touch some grass and get out and speak to some women for a change. Grundlebuster corrects his grammar. Nameless writes, and you are an NPC too because you swallowed the rainbow propaganda. Rainbow logic was never strong. Only delusion level is over 9,000 and unbeatable for a sane human. Writer Palash, who was banned, starts a new thread titled, please stop with the istophobia. It's not a good look for gamers and the Steam forums in general when people get triggered over the most trivial of things. There's nothing wrong with body type 1 or 2 when they are shown as literally male or female anyways. He was given 25-ish awards for that, most of which were clowns. Mr. Swan first reply writes, glows.
That's the dream of the CIA. Whoopee-I-A.
Sky Symphony writes, here we go again, winking face. Adipus Stark writes, the triggered crowd are from type 3. Droog, who was banned, writes, stop being trans and I'll stop being istophobic. I was born this way. Walking Ghost writes, stop being arachnophobe first. Black Mage C-Type writes,
Autobots, start your engines! Ready, Prime. Let's roll.
Charger starts a new thread titled Type 1 Body? Type 2 Body? Are you kidding me? Skipping this garbage just based on this. F your effing DEI nonsense. Cloud Z writes Lameo, fragile child. Midboss writes mods, pushes hairline back further.
Ooh, you think it's time for men?
Hashtag praise him starts a new thread titled Conservative Snowflakes. Man, I remember the days when I would make fun of liberals for being so hypersensitive. Boy, how the pendulum has swung so far in the opposite direction. Imagine getting so worked up over 2 words. Watching conservatives melt down over 8 letters of text is honestly more entertaining than the actual remaster. I'm loving browsing these forums. It's a good day to be a moderate. First reply, familiar name Velen writes, when you're so far right that even the centrists seem extreme. Smoke Trees writes, you're not fooling anyone. Well, he actually did fool a couple people. Garfy writes, almost got me with this bait, dude. I don't even know who's trying to bait with this. Is it trying to bait me? Mogistics writes, I'm convinced it's just another psyop by liberals pretending to be conservatives and complaining about the type 1, type 2 nonsense, just to make it look like they're not the only ones who whine about hearts. All right, I think you guys get the idea. We'll do one more thread. We'll find a nice juicy one and then we're gonna get out of here so you guys can get on with your lives. John the Baptist, pet demon, starts a new thread titled, if you're upset about body type 1 and 2, you're a snowflake chud. You're a crybaby. You are a child. First reply, Grimmy writes, they don't actually care. They just want free Steam points because they're poor. Coffee Fox writes, imagine relegating women to body type 2, you bigot. You must hate women, OP. Cellulanus writes, you can't shame me into spending my money. Rock says Paper OP writes, women are body type 1. Get debunked, idiot. Josh Napal writes, these mega snowflakes try and hijack these forums with their quote-unquote thoughts because they have nothing better to do from their mom's basement. They did it with Veilguard in Assassin's Creed Shadows and now Oblivion. Matt P writes, I have 400,000 points and I am giving away all of them to clowns. Doing God's work, one could say. Fun with Treason writes, just report OP and move on. Matt P writes, I don't like Mega, but I hate more. Rainbow Jeremy writes, the body type binary should be replaced by the superior bussy slider. And I think with that, this video's done. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you got a nice cheap laugh out of the nonsense going on in the Oblivion Remastered forums. I hope I gave you a nice laugh on your commute home from work, but that's gonna be it for now. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.